Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport. Order banks are open up right now for the Bronco Sport, and this is going to be on the trim. So we're going to cover all the standard equipment plus the different package available. There's a new package for the Badlands trim for this year, and I think you're going to really like it, as well as there's different standalone options in this video. So very thorough video. I've been doing this for all the trim levels. Hope you guys had a chance to see those if you're interested in the Bronco Sport. But if you've been waiting for the Badlands, hey, this is the video I wanted, Tim. I'm not watching the others. This one will help you out, so we'll cover everything. I did a video where I kind of talked about changes that built on to each other. If you check that out. But this in here is very specific because if you didn't watch those or you didn't want to go through how they compound on each other, this in here is going to be just basically just this one. So if you want the Badlands, we're going to revisit some of the stuff that was also included standard equipment on some of the others, but all on this video. So that way you can just watch this one. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. Also, don't forget you can place an order with your local dealer. We're going to talk about ordering tips at the end. So there are timestamps in this video. Feel free to move around all you need to. And also, we're going to have our YouTube special. So we are a dealer, and we'll have a YouTube special as well. Timestamp for that is at the end of this. We'll talk about that, as well as since a lot of people may not know this, when you get a Bronco Sport, you purchase one, you get a free registration, a free entry into Bronco Off-Rodeo by Ford, and then we want to help get you there. So we have a special about that and how to help you take care of those and some of those expenses to help get you there, or at least curb those expenses quite a bit. So anyway, we're pretty excited about that. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump in here and first talk about by the way, if you like this, you probably like our other videos. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of those videos. So we're going to start by jumping into the build and price. We will use those because that shows us some images. I do have some. I was able to go to the embargoed event for media. So they, looked at this as media, so we were able to do that, which is really fun. We got a chance to drive the 2025 Bronco Sport, and it was a Badlands Sasquatch edition. So I can tell you how capable these are. I have a Bronco myself, a big boy Bronco that's been lifted in tires and everything. I can tell you, this thing is ready to go. So it's going to be nice. So, all right, let's jump over if I can remember where to go. Here we go, right here. All right, you can go to Ford.com and go up here to vehicles. We're going to go to SUVs and we're going to hit Bronco Sport. So when you go to there, you're going to see 24 a lot on here. You might ask, Tim, I thought the order banks are closed for 24. They are. But as long as dealer has inventory, they're going to have it. The build and price will be available because those are tied together. So if you're looking on this, you'll see 2024. You'll know you're on that 2024 build and price. So we want to go to 25. There is right now, right here, there'll be a logo that at some point there'll be a 25 like they did with this. There'll probably be a 25 one under the 24. So you can go back and forth. But this in here, you're highlighted 25, build and price. We're going to click into there, and you'll also see 25 there. So you'll know. Plus, if you look at it, you'll see the difference. So we've talked about the Big Ben Heritage Freewheeling Outer Banks in this, and we're going to go on. We're going to click over and get to Badlands as well. So that's starts at $39,995. It's $1,600 more than last year, and I'll tell you why. You can say, "Oh, price increases, Tim." Not necessarily. So they noticed that most people, when they ordered a Badlands trim, ordered the premium package. And what you'll notice when we get to the packages is there is no premium package for this year. So basically, they included all the premium package equipment as standard equipment now. That's the biggest $1,600 price increase is for all those features. So you'll notice that there's still a tech package. We'll get into that in just a little bit, I believe, right? Yes, there is a tech package that includes some things, and there's even that tech package is cheaper than it was last year because there's a lot of things that were now standard equipment that was in that package. So let's jump in anyway and get into this, and we'll talk about the mechanical features first and what's standard. This is this in here is going to be go into powertrain. It is going to be standard with the 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine with the auto start stop technology. So that engine is the only way you can get the 2.0 is with the Badlands edition. So you will see probably, and I'm not going to share the numbers in here. I know that the horsepower and torque are lower than they were last year, and that is because now there are certain states that require certain emissions and such, and because of that, they required a gas filter be put in the vehicles, and that reduced the horsepower and torque because of that. So I'm sure they'll find a way to beef up these engines in the future, but for this year, you'll see that difference right there. We do also have and that'll have auto start stop. So come up to stoplight, stop sign, press the brake. It'll it'll shut the vehicle off. Let go of the brake, it'll turn it back on. There is a little A with a circle around it that's going to deactivate it for that engine cycle as well. All right, we do also have 8-speed automatic transmission as well with this, so you'll have that. And you will also have select shift with the paddle shifters. So we haven't seen this on any of the other models, but you're going to get the paddle shifters with this as well. So if you are, it's a lot easier if you're off-roading to use those paddle shifters. If you need to go into manual mode and shift up and down, you can do that. Also, you're going to see the advanced four-wheel drive system. So this is going to get that advanced upgraded four-wheel drive system. This gets you the twin clutch rear drive unit that gives you the locking differential for you, so you can lock in those that there too. So that's real nice, because not only are you going to able to drive the power to the rear wheels, but also to each wheel you need to. So it's a pretty good system there, and you're going to have a lot of fun with this. It does also get the upgraded Haas 2.0 off-road suspension. So it's going to upgrade the suspension from the other trim levels to a Haas 2.0 suspension, and we'll tell you later how you get upgraded to an even better suspension if you go with the Sasquatch package. Also, this will have the trail control, standard equipment on these, with the trail one pedal drive. That is a new feature for this year. So trail control allows, it's basically like cruise control for the trail. So I actually had a chance to use this recently quite a bit. I actually used it when we went to the embargoed event. And so you can just basically set that to a certain speed and just set that there, and it's going to go that speed. So you don't have to worry about just worry about steering, and it's going to take care of keeping you at that speed and keeping that constant for you. Also, one pedal drive allows you to be able to not have to do a two pedal when you're off road. So sometimes with those rocks, if you slip down off of a rock, you want to have that brake, and sometimes you need to give a little bit of acceleration to get up onto the rock. But then coming down, then you got to go over to the brake. So you'll use a two pedal. This allows you with a one pedal drive that when you press it, you let go, it's braking. So as you accelerate, it's you use that system. So that just brakes for you. Makes it a little bit easier in those situations when you're off-roading. Does also get the trail management or terrain management system with 7 goat modes. So you get 2 more goat modes on the Badlands trim that you don't see on the other trim levels. You're going to get a normal, an eco, a sport, a slippery, an off-road mode, but with this in here, you're also going to get a rock crawl mode, and new for this year, a rally mode. So last year you got 6 goat modes. This year we have 7. The off-road mode is what sand was last year. It's the same thing. They just thought it was easier for people to understand off-road versus sand mode. And then you have rock crawl. So that's when you're doing that rock crawling situation, when you put it in that mode. And then the rally mode is for your fast, high speed, sand driving or sand mode. That's your dune driving, that kind of stuff. It'll be a lot of fun for you. Also, you're going to get the rear with these goat modes. You're getting the differential lock. So when you put it in that off-road mode, unlike the other vehicles, other models, I should say, you put an off-road on this one, it's going to give you the rear locking differential too, especially when you're rock crawl mode. All right. Front and rear stabilizer bar on this too. Electric power assist steering, that E-Pass, so a little bit easier to turn that steering wheel at slow speeds. Electronic brake assist, electric parking brake with auto hold here with this, and which comes in handy because it does have hill start assist as well. So that'll help you be able to go transition from the brake to the gas when you're on a hill, and it uses that auto hold to help with that. Also, electronic traction control. So in certain situations, certain drive modes, that traction control will be deactivated for you as well. All right, so there's all that. Now, safety features. Now, if you watch the other videos, all the same safety features as the other trim levels. There are no new safety features on the Badlands trim. So this is where you can use that timestamp to move forward and go to the exterior features if you'd like to. All right. Airbags. We do have a driver and front row dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag. Depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have also a driver knee airbag as well. That's going to help protect from the steering column coming down into your knees. Front seat mounted side impact airbags. So it's going to deploy from the side of the seat for the front driver and front passenger. If you have that side collision, somebody comes over and T-bones you, it'll help protect you from that. Also, we do have the front and second row safety canopy side curtain airbag with a rollover sensor that's going to pull you down, help from breaking glass, sheet metal coming in and hurting you in that rollover situation. Also, we do have the SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're off the side of the road, injured, maybe you're unconscious, that way people can come to your safety. Advanced track with roll stability control. So this is going to help you keep you on your intended path. So maybe you go into that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick out, something like that. It's going to use brakes in the inside wheel where it needs to help keep you going and keep you straightened out where you need to go. Also get the lane keeping system. So that gets you the lane keeping assist, alert, and driver alert. So the lane assist will help keep you in your lane. So it'll activate earlier and try to keep you in your lane. The alert system will do is let you leave your lane, but it'll vibrate the steering wheel if you leave your lane. And so you can see those zones there. You can see where those are each activated for those. You can use those in together as well. And then the driver alert. If you take your hands off the steering wheel too often, it alerts and lets you know that that you're doing that. This does have the pre-collision assist 1.5 version. So this is an upgraded version from last year because the adaptive cruise control is standard this year. So it's going to have an extra feature to that called the automatic emergency braking. So what this is going to do, it'll have a front collision warning. So it'll warn you, lights up the productivity or instrument cluster, series of tones that you need to stop because there's maybe somebody going slower than you and you would hit them at your current speed. It's going to preload those brakes for you as well. But if you don't hit your brake, that automatic emergency braking will brake the vehicle for you. And that only is activated because of adaptive cruise control. We do also have pedestrian detection too. So that'll have that. So at slower speeds, it'll actually detect any pedestrians in front of you. Evasive steering assist. So if you're not able to stop in time, you need to avoid them. It's going to allow for you to turn easier to avoid them. That is something you can deactivate in your settings screen if you'd like. Perimeter alarm. So when you lock the vehicle up, walk away from the vehicle, it's going to lock that up, set that perimeter alarm. So if someone tries to break glass, get inside, maybe even take your wheels or something, it's going to set the alarm off. Honk the horn, flash the light so people know someone's trying to harm your vehicle. Security lock, passive anti-theft system. That means only the coded key can start your vehicle. So there you go. All right, that's all of our safety features. Let's jump over and go ahead and talk about exterior. All right, moving to the exterior here, enlarge this for us so we can see it really good. They have upgraded the grills significantly this year. All of them have about the same design. Actually, I think Outer Banks and Badlands have about the same design here. They are saying this is carbonized gray painted. So the other one, like on the Big Ben, is a little different design. So Outer Banks and this one and Badlands, I think they share the grill design. One's black, one's carbonized gray, and that's what you're going to get with this. The white Bronco lettering as well. Headlights, they kept the same. So your LED headlights with the LED signature lighting, that is that outside part right there. So you're going to have that as well. And then let's see what else. Bumper, that has been upgraded for this year, especially on the Badlands. So you're getting they kind of upgraded the ends over there, but the front, there in the middle is a steel bumper. You can see that with that steel look and bash plate right here. It's really cool. You get on the Badlands trim, you get a steel bash plate right here as well, right in front. And these here, those bolts, those are accessory ready. So those have the Bronco name on it. You can undo those. You can put different things on those, that kind of thing. You will see the recovery hooks here on the front of these loops, just like you'll see in the back when we get to the back. And one of the things you'll see is the Sasquatch package, you get that bull bar on there with different recovery hooks. So they actually change. I like this look right here. So you're going to have that on there too. So those D links. You also have front sensing system as standard equipment. So you're going to get alerted as you get closer and closer to different things in the front. Active grille shutters, they're going to open and close. They're right through there. So that allows for airflow in to keep the engine cooled off. You also get underbody protection with this. So you get the front lower bash plate that's steel, the under engine skid plate that's steel, fuel tank shields, 2 of those that are steel, and a canister shield that's steel as well. So really protects the underneath. So this, again, off-road capability. So even, with the clearance and everything. Now for this year, you'll probably see that the ground clearance didn't increase any. They did there. I'm going to talk about the tires in a second. They did get an increase in tires, but the reason you don't see an increase in the ground clearance, even though we have a bigger tire, is because they actually brought the skid plates down. So there's no damaging. They actually went out and tested these vehicles, and they noticed when they bashed them and hit the bash plates with them that they were going up into the fuel tanks and such, and they didn't want to do that. So they actually gave more of a space between the components that are on the other side of the skid plates to help protect them. So that's why you don't see an increased ground clearance, even though we have an increase in clearance and suspension for you. So there, just FYI on that. A lot of people know that. We do also have configurable daytime running lights. We also have auto high beams here too, so they're going to come on automatically, and when it's dark enough, if you're in the city lights or somebody approaches you, it's going to shut them off automatically. LED fog lights as well up here too. And we also do have acoustic laminated windshield that it's going to be 2 pieces of glass with plastic in between it, kind of adheres them. So if something's going to break the glass, it keeps it together. So you don't have shattering glass coming inside, as well as it should make it a little bit quieter too. We do have 360-degree camera is standard equipment on the Badlands because it's going to include a 360-degree camera for you. There's camera under the mirrors in the front, but it gives you that front trail camera. So we had a front camera, I believe, on Badlands last year. Now, this in here, not only is it a trail cam, it's a split view. You can see, it'll show you the marks where those tires are going, but also you can actually have another angle where you're seeing these mirrors on these cameras on the mirrors right here can actually see right down onto the tire. So you're going to be able to see right along the tire to see what that rock looks like on that tire. That is phenomenal. It was real nice being able to use that. Okay, for the wheels, it is a 17-inch matte black painted aluminum wheel. That's going to be standard equipment on this. It is going to give you a 225/65 R17 all-terrain tire. Now, this tire, I think, is similar to the last year's. It's not a last year you could get a Wild Peak. So when you go to the Sasquatch, you get a bigger tire. Not sure the tire size on this one here. I don't think it's 29, but it is a good all-terrain tire for you. Individual tire pressure monitoring system that monitors the tire pressure. 4-wheel disc brakes with analog braking system as well. Okay, I did find it in my notes. Yes, so all the other vehicles, you don't get a spare, full-size spare tire unless you add the off-road package on there. But for the Badlands, you do get a full-size spare tire with it. So that's really nice to have that as standard equipment on the Badlands trim. All right, moving on. I have it in my notes for the back, so we'll talk about the hitch and stuff in the back. You will see also on this, you're going to see the wheel lip molding that has been beefed up for this. So you'll see that on the side that's black molded in. Actually, it's actually is the same as it is on the other models. You also see the lower molded in black. And molded in black means they take the color and they put it in the mold, so it gives it that color instead of being a plain gray or something like that. So it's going to be black into that, and that's more durable as well. You're going to see that over here. You're going to see that same material on your roof rack side rails. This is a unique roof rack side rail, so Outer Banks and Badlands get a different look to those side rails. You're going to have that as well. Your mirror caps are going to be that same molded in as well right there too. So you're going to have all that. So for your mirrors, speaking of that, you're going to have a power and heated glass, also power fold on these mirrors too, and you're getting memory. So this is going to get all those upgraded features because I think that mirror upgrade when you get the 360 mirror gives you the power fold feature too. So there you go. You're going to get the Bliss, the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. And then also as you're backing up, cross traffic alert uses those same sensors, puts something on your dash that you need to stop because there's somebody could be there. Also a bunch of tones too as well. If you don't brake, it does have rear cross traffic braking as well. So it's kind of a nice feature to have there too. And then your window belt line is going to be black, as well as the out and around will be black. Privacy glassing the back windows, quarter windows, and the back glass as well back there. You'll have a shadow black painted roof. And you know what? Let's go with a different color so you can see that a little bit better. So you can see that. There you go. So it gets a better look of it. So black painted roof on these, regardless of what color you go with. It'll be, of course, body colored if it's black. And then we do have the door handles are going to be black as well. Black does say molded in color, so they're going to be more durable. So Outer Banks is the only one that has body colored door handles. And then you have intelligent access. So just leave that key fob in your pocket, walk up, put your hands in the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle. When you get out, press the ridges, it'll lock it. And then on the inside, push button start. So you don't have to get the keys out to get in or out or to start it. You also get remote start on the key fob as well. So that's an upgrade with the Badlands as well. And then Easy Fuel capless filler door. So you can just press that door open there. No cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty. Just fill it up and shut that door when you're done. Center high mounted stoplight up here, your third brake light, I'd like to say. And we do have rear defrost with rear wiper back here on this glass. And that can pop separate from the others. I think it's about the only vehicle that does that has a separate glass. which is nice. You do have LED taillights back here as well. Ford emblem in the back. Bronco Sport white lettering on the tailgate back there. Rear view camera, so you're going to be able to see as you're backing up. And you're going to get reverse sensing as standard equipment. So you're going to get alerted if you go forward and back, backing up the vehicle. And you also get reverse brake assist. So if you're backing up, it alerts you. You don't stop, it's going to brake the vehicle. So I've had this happen to me before, and it works pretty well. So there you go. Also, you're going to get the Class 2 trailer tow package with trailer sway control. That gives you the full-size spare tire and the 17-inch all-terrain tire with it and the spare wheel. So there you go. Manual lift gate, so you can lift that up. There, no power lift gate here. We do get a bottle opener inside the hatch back there. Give you an image of that. We do also have floodlights that are adjustable in the lift gates. So just look up. You're going to see those. You turn that on in the driver's side of the cargo area there. We do have seat back that are carpeted with rubberized seat mats so that snap into place, and then rubberized cargo floor because it has that's the flooring that you get when you go with a full-size spare. And then we do have the cargo tie-down carabiner hooks and loops. There are 2 on each side. So you can put things in there so they won't roll around on you. And then also you're going to see a rear cargo area light back there too. And you're going to see an outlet. So there's going to be, you get upgraded here with an outlet in the cargo area. So outlet back there. And there's also one behind the console in case I forget to mention it when we go to the inside. All right. Speaking of that, we're ready for the inside. Man, that looks good. All right, here we go. So again, premium equipment here. No premium package for this year. So you're going to see inside the active noise. Oh, well, we'll get into the seats in a second. Active noise insulation there, or interior noise. It says interior noise insulation is a wording there. Your registers are going to be black, or actually it says in here they're going to be black, showing the silver mountain still like the other trim levels get. Not sure which is correct. And not sure if I have it. I'll try to put a video clip if I have one of the interior, but I think I forgot to do the interior image of this when I was at the embargoed event. We do get rubberized flooring in here, in there. Also floor mats that are front row carpeted. Interior lighting, you have front and rear map lights. Also illuminated entry system getting in and out that'll light that up. Now you do also have grab handles in the roof. So you're going to see in this image, you can see one up here. You're going to see one of those on the front and on both sides and the rear, and one for the passenger on up there for them. Also, you're going to get a grab handle right here. So we'll see if I can get a closer image of that from Ford Media. So that looks pretty cool. So and those actually have the same bolts as you're seeing. They have the Bronco on it, and those could be taken off if you want to do some accessories. There's some really cool accessories for that grab handle for the big boy Bronco. If you want to have some of those, they should work on this one as well, or at least they'll make some. The vendors will be having them, so that'd be really cool as well. Now for the console, floor console here, storage inside the console. You also get a rotary dial shifter knob. You have your parking brake is here along with the auto hold, 2 cup holders, rotary dial shifter knob. You also have a media hub area with a USB type A and C, and wireless charging pad is also included there too. All right. Now, let's talk about the seats. Sport contour seats like you'd see in the Outer Banks trim, leather trimmed with the mini perforations. You do get 8-way power driver seat, forward and back, up and down, recline, and lumbar. 6-way power passenger seat, forward and back, up and down, and power recline. We don't have lumbar for the passenger seat. Heated seat for the driver and front passenger. We have in the rear seat, you will have a 60-40 split bench seat, so you can lay those seats down if you need extra cargo room. You have an armrest that flips down and gives you an armrest and cup holders in there also. And then we do also, the head restraints are in the front. They go up and down. Also, they ratchet forward and back here. Badlands gets that. We haven't seen that in any of the others. 2-way for this, and they go up and down. There is a thing in here, so they kind of flip forward if you need to lay them down. It says the middle is fixed, but I don't know why I thought they went up and down. But 400-watt outlet behind the console. We have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children, so you can fasten those rear and front and rear facing car seats in those outbound seats. And then there's also storage. Badlands gets a little underseat storage on the passenger side rear seat. That's real fun. You can put some things in there, and they make a safe to go in there too. We'll talk about that in optional equipment. And then behind the seats, you're going to see MOLLE strap system with the zipper pockets. So behind there. So the other ones have map pockets as an option. This one has a zipper pockets with a MOLLE standard equipment on the Badlands trim. All right. Power door locks and unlock. So an auto lock and rear child safety locks as well. And then we have power windows, front and rear power windows. Front row does get one touch up and down feature, which means you just hard press it down. It's going to go on down. You don't have to hold it. Same way coming up. The steering wheel, you have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so it'll go up and down, forward and back, and then you lock it back into place. It does have the Bronco badge on the steering wheel, and we have a premium wrapped with heated feature steering wheel. I think that's ActiveX materials there for you. And then we do have the adaptive cruise control. So you're going to see the controls on the left side of that steering wheel. So adaptive cruise with stop and go and lane centering. So what that's going to do is it's going to slow you down to go the speed of the vehicle in front of you without having to press your brake, even bring you to complete stop if you need to. When you need to keep going, you just hit that resume and it'll resume and follow that safely behind them. When you pass them, it'll resume up to the speed that you had. And the lane centering is really cool because with the cruise activated, it'll keep you in the center of your lane. So it doesn't need to use a lane keeping system. So it's a little bit different in that. And then you'll see controls on the right side of the steering wheel over there. And that will be to control your productivity screen, your digital cluster. It is a 12.3-inch screen for this year. Standard equipment on all of them, which is really nice. And you'll see this one's blue because it's a normal mode. Every drive mode, it'll have a different color. So that way you easily know what drive mode you're in, which is pretty cool. All right. And then we do have for climate control, we have a dual zone climate control. So the driver and front passenger can have 2 different temperatures. We also do have AM FM stereo with 6-speaker audio sound system, Sirius XM satellite radio as well. We do have Sync 4 system with the enhanced voice recognition system. That's going to give you the 13.2-inch center stack screen right there, 911 assist, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, digital owner's manual, over-the-air updates, conversational commands, which means you can say "Okay, Ford," that kind of stuff as a wake-up word instead of having to press the button. You have to set that up in your settings. So all those features as part of that. Up here behind the screen, you're going to see a nice little open area there. Accessory ready is what it says. 2 USB ports up there, Type-C. That allows you, if you want, you can plug straight in from there to like a dash cam, a GoPro, that kind of stuff, right on your windshield. So there's some people that like to do that. Maybe even put their phone right up there. And there's going to be some people coming up with accessories for this, like they did with the Bronco, for all kinds of different things there. So I think you'll like that. That's a nice addition for that open area. They're actually utilizing it and make it beneficial. Auto dimming rearview mirror. No, it looks like there's a lever here. That image isn't updated. It does have auto dimming, so you don't have to worry about you flipping levers when it gets dark. It's going to automatically dim that. Overhead console will include a sunglass bin up here for you as well with those map lights. We do have universal garage door opener up there as well. So 3 different transmitters you can do. Do have the sun visors with illuminated vanity mirrors for the driver and front passenger. Visors. Glove box includes storage, wireless charging pad, I think I already mentioned, and you get the Ford Pass Connect. It allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download, and then you can go ahead and remote start the vehicle from anywhere. You could unlock and lock it from anywhere, schedule remote start times. You can see the tire pressure on your tires, the fuel you have in your vehicle, even where it's located through that free app. So you can use that. Makes it easy. All right. Now let's talk about colors for a second. Let's go back here and see this. We have the Azure Gray. It's a tri-coat. It's $9.95 for that color. And then that's a continued from last year. We do have Ruby Red Tinted Clear Coat. It's $4.95. That's a new color for this year. Hot Pepper Red has been discontinued. That's I feel like this has replaced that color in a sense. Eruption Green is $2.95 for that color. That was a change in price at the end of job 2 for last year. We do have Desert Sand is back for this year as well, too. So that's $2.95 for that color. Velocity Blue is new for this year. Atlas Blue is no longer available. $2.95 for Velocity Blue Metallic. I actually like the color better. The free colors down here are the Shadow Black. That's back from last year. Carbonized Gray, also returning from last year. And Oxford White. One color you will not see is Cactus Gray. So we had 3 colors been discontinued to replace them, but Cactus Gray was not replaced. So there you go. There's all that for the Badlands. And then the interior trim, talk about that. It's going to be this color, dark space gray, regardless of which you know, doesn't matter. That's the only option for your interior color for the Badlands trim. All right. That's all your standard equipment so far. So we spent 30 minutes covering the standard equipment here. So let's go ahead and go in and jump into some of these optional equipment. And first, we want to talk about the tech package. It's $865, so it's much cheaper than last year because, again, last year that package included some things. This year they are standard equipment. So in this one here, as part of this package, you're going to get the B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen, 10 speaker, including a subwoofer, HD radio as well. And you also get connected navigation. You get 1 year subscription for that, with that, and then after that you'll have to pay for a subscription, and also you get noise reduction modular as well. That's also included. We haven't seen that any other trim level, so there you go. There's that too. So that's a upgraded package that you can get. Now, other thing to note for this is that the next package we're going to talk about is the Sasquatch Badlands package, available early 2025. So you cannot order this package right now. Order banks are open up for everything else. You can order a stock Badlands. You can add the tech package, but you cannot add a Sasquatch package at this time. That's what they call a job 2 build, and that'll be later on. They're saying early 2025. We don't know how early. We don't know if it's going to be January, February, but again, if you watch our live streams, we'll keep you updated on when that's going to be available. We'll probably do an individual video on it as well too for you there. All right. Now, Sasquatch package. Now, unlike on the Outer Banks, Sasquatch package requires a tech package. It does not on the Badlands trim. So, because the tech package included the 360 camera on the Outer Banks, the Sasquatch package does require a 360 camera for that. So, that's why it's cheaper on this, is because of some of the different things. Plus, you already have the twin clutch rear RDU and such. So that's why this pack is cheaper than it is on the Outer Banks, if you're wondering that. So going in here, you can kind of see some of the things you get on this package. So let's roll through these here. Now on the interior, you're going to get some upgrades. You get auxiliary switches with wiring. So we're going to show you where that's at. 4 switches up there. It'll be pre-wired to underneath the hood on the left side, driver's side. So if you want to, lights, that kind of stuff, yeah, you can be able to do that. The seats are going to also be upgraded with this. It does say salt crystal inserts with the orchid yellow accents and stitching. I'm going to show you images because I think Ford Media did get us this because I forgot to get an image of this when we were there. We were in a rush and everything, but there you go. That's an upgrade for you there too. Now let's talk about some mechanical upgrades. Huge upgrade here. You're going to get the Haas 3.0 off-road tuned suspension. You're going to get the Bilstein shocks, position sensitive dampers on those. So Bilstein shocks, we have not seen that before on a Bronco Sport. Now you get it with this Sasquatch package on the Badlands. Also get upgraded cooling fan, 850 watt engine cooling fan as well. So again, they're allowing you to go with the 2.0 function better so you can do some fun off-road stuff. Now they are mentioning the class 2 trailer tow package with the trailer sway control and full size spare. That's already standard equipment. It is not listed in the order guide, so I'm going to go off of my notes so I make sure we get everything correct here. We do have the brush guard, so it'll have different recovery hooks on the front. So now they're going to be kind of black steel look instead of the ones that you did see before with the rings. So that's a little bit different. That mounts the brush guard on there. So that'll mount on with 2 bolts on each side. Very durable and looks really good. Now, you cannot do a brush guard delete yet. Hopefully, maybe job 2, they might think about that. I'll send them. If you guys have a problem with that, you don't like the brush guard, put them down in the comments. Ford needs to know that's an issue there. You also get these tie downs on the side of the fenders. So I'm going to show you an image because I was able to do that. They actually, gravity keeps them down. You can pull it up, attach different things onto there, like if you have a kayaks on the front or maybe a tent or something else on the top. You don't want to tie them all the way forward and get into your view on the windshield. You can tie them down. 150-pound limit on those right there. That's pretty cool little addition there. We do have the high clearance fender flares, so it'll be a little bit wider fender flare for you because of something else we're going to add in just a second. I'll tell you that. There you go. The rear bumper actually as the same as it was. It does say in here black molded in color with the steel plate. We did see the steel plate, the standard equipment as well, unless that image was not correct. But there we go. So here, let's do that. It's not added yet. Okay, so the rear bumper does not get the steel plate like it did earlier. So I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but When you go to this package, let's add it so you can see what the rear bumper looks like. Now you're getting the steel plate on the rear bumper. So before you get the reverse sensing and the rubber bumper on the back, now with this, you get the steel bumper on the back with, you notice those are the hooks that was standard equipment earlier that were on the front. Now you get those on the back here with a steel plate. So that's an upgrade for this. And so now you have the 2 recovery hooks on the front and 2 on the back. So you have 4. Also, the train management system is still upgraded. Still, actually, that is the same as it was, with a rally and a rock crawl mode, slippery sport off road. And then we do have the 17-inch ebony black painted aluminum wheel. So it's a different wheel for this. And you get the 29-inch tire. This is the Goodyear Territory 235 65 R17 all-terrain tire. I've been told these tires, they've been great sidewall on these. They've been testing these tires, and they have very durable sidewall. They've been able to take the PSI down to 20 pounds of pressure and keeping really good stability on those sidewalls. So that's pretty good there too. So also your sunglass bend gets replaced by the outlets, or the auxiliary switches, I should say, when you go to this package. So there you go. That package is pretty cool. Now let's talk about some graphics upgrades. If you add the Sasquatch package, you can get the Sasquatch graphics package. So this one actually is a little hard to see on here, but you do see that on the side over here. Also, you're going to see it on the hood too. So a little bit different Sasquatch graphics. I'll show you an image that Ford sent out for media, the media release information. You have that. So you cannot add that graphics without adding the Sasquatch package. As you did see, it required that I add that. So we're going to take that back off. We also do have an elevation graphics package. We'll add that here. This does not require any other packages. It is not available with the Sasquatch or the Topo graphic package. You can only have one of these graphic packages on your vehicle at a time. So there you go. That's available. You can get this with the Sasquatch package. So if you like this better than the Sasquatch package graphics, you can do that. So you're going to see that there on the side, and it's really not showing us anything on the front. So you can't really see the graphics on the front on any of these. So I'll see if I can get that information from the brand manager, but there you go. And then there's a Topo graphic package right there. So that actually, you can see that comes down the side along with the hood. So that's pretty nice. You can get that as well. So 3 different options for the graphics, and none of them are compatible with each other. So just because I think all the hood ones are different for all 3 of them. So they include hood graphics. So whereas you can see this one here just goes across the side. So you could do, well, I can do elevation with it because that's just on the bottom. But the hood graphics would be different on them. So there you go. All right, so moving down to these standalone options in here. So as we said, this wheel here, that is part of the Sasquatch package for that. And then moving down, we do have mud flap kit. So front and rear, and we have a front and we have a rear. So you see those are not compatible with each other. They're also not compatible with the splash guards, which is a little different. So if you click into here, you can kind of see an image of those. So they're more of a rubberized material there, really a flap in a sense. Those also are not available with your flare kit, your fender flare kit as well. So just keep that in mind as well right there. I think fender flare kit is available on the Badlands. So just making sure on that. Also, it says in here, not available with the tech package on the Badlands. So that is also for some reason. So because I'm sure those mud flaps, I don't know. Guess they affect the stereo. I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. Mud flap kits. There's options for that. Those are dealer installed options, which means they'll come to the dealership and they would install it on the vehicle for you. So there you go. Tech package. All right. And the next one down is the fender flare kit. So this fender flare kit kind of gives you this little design right here. So that is available. It says on all models. There you go. It does say, it's funny. It says included in the convenience package on Big Bend. It's not actually. So anyway, it says not available with the moonroof, mud flaps, front and rear, or the splash guards. So there you go. And then not available on that. And then also Badlands Tech Package or Sasquatch Package on Badlands. So if you have any of those packages, whether it be the Tech Package or the Sasquatch package, is not available with that, or with your other fender flare kits, or with the splash guards, or the mud flaps. So, all right, there you go. And then those are pocket style. They're non-paintable, so they will look like that. So there you go. We also do have the roof rail crossbars too. So that's going to go up here. So let's see what that looks like. $425 for those. So there you go. That's an option for you on available on the Badlands. And I'm going to look. That is a dealer installed option and is available with the tech package and Sasquatch and everything. And then moving down, keyless entry keypad, $225 for that. And that is a dealer installed option. It's illuminated and is available. As we mentioned earlier, no keypad standard this year. The only way to get it is a dealer installed option, and the dealership would put it on your vehicle when your vehicle gets there. Engine block heater, that is a factory installed option. So that's available for you. And so that's something you would definitely want to order from the factory if you want that, because that is that's going to be a wired in, so you can plug it into your house to keep the engine block warm in the wintertime. Splash guards, front and rear, they come together. Those are actually done at the factory. It is a Ford accessory, but done at the factory. And also with that, don't forget, it's not available with the fender flare kit or with your mud flaps. And then I'm going to look and see if there's any other requirements there. I think that's it. So that one is one that is available with the other. So like the mud flaps we talked about earlier, where that's not available with the tech package, the splash guards is available with the tech package. So that is definitely something to maybe consider and ponder on when you're thinking about ways to protect that from dirt and stuff, rocks and all that going down the road. The liftgate privacy curtain. So there you go. You have that. And that there, you know, what's funny is I think that was there. I don't think that was there for the Outer Banks, but anyway, that is a dealer installed option. They actually just put it in there. It does tell you in here that with the Badlands, not available with the Badlands tech package for some reason. So you can just get through that through Ford Accessories if you do want the tech package, because it really has nothing to do with the tech package. It just goes on the back of the lift gate. If you want to change clothes or something, you're out camping, something like that, gives you that privacy. The front license plate bracket, that is a factory installed option. And so if you live in a state that requires a front license plate, it's standard equipment though, and the dealership would put it on for you. If you live in like a state like Kansas, where it's a standalone option, then it's still a no cost option, and the dealership will put it on when it comes in for you. All right, moving to the interior. I have some interior options here for you. A lot of that's standard. The moonroof, power moonroof, that is available. It does require the tech package for some reason, but you'll get the tech package to get the moonroof. We do have the center console vault with the coded lock. You can see what that looks like. It's $400. That is a dealer installed option. So it will be shipped to the dealership and they'd put it in for you. And if you want that, you know, that's not a bad idea because the installed in is taken care of. It's for free. Now it does say it's not available with the tech package on the Badlands. So that is something else. So that tech package is interfering with some of these standalone options here. Interior bike rack is $280. You can see what that looks like. And you can see there's actually a rail that's put in. So that's a dealer installed option. And again, not available with the tech package on the Badlands. So this is something you can always get later if you want through Ford Accessories. But that is also not available with the tech package. So there you go. And then we do have the off-road assistance kit. I think there's an on-road. Yeah, there's an on-road and an off-road. They're not compatible with each other. But again, you can get both of these through Ford Accessories. And that's how I highly recommend you do that. But you can see off-road kit gives you some things. You can see a shovel, some things like that. Not available with the tech package. So it's becoming comical now. So Badlands tech package, that's you can't order that with that. So again, you can get it through Ford Accessories, folks. That simple. Same way with the on-road assistance kit, not available with the Badlands tech package as well. So there you go. And not available with the other assistance kit. So anyway, I think, let me look at this note. Oh no, it's off-road, on-road is not available with the tech package and not available with each other's assistance kits. So if you like both, again, just go to the Ford Accessories website. Cargo management system, that is a factory installed option. It's a pretty cool. So it doesn't show an image here, but I'll show you an image from the event we went to, the embargoed event, where you can put that on. And it gives you a shelf, divider, and a table all in one. So that way you can use that for camping and such. And does require the rails, which is why that it has a factory installed option. So Floor liners, front and rear, without the carpeted mats. That is actually an accessory that the Ford will put in your vehicle before they ship it out to you from the factory. So it's considered, it'll be, they say pre-installed, but technically they'll just put it in a package and put it in the back of your Bronco for you. So there you go. No requirement there, no restrictions on that one. So also, we do have the cargo mat. So that's an all-weather mat that goes in the back. You can kind of see what that looks like there. And so that's available for you as well if you want. You are going to get a rubberized flooring, and that flooring can come out and you can hose it out if you want. If you'd rather have the mat, you can do that too. $100, and that is available as well in the Badlands, and no restrictions there on that one. First aid kit, again, not available with the tech package for some reason, but there you go. Again, available through Ford Accessories, and that's how I would do that. So between the off-road, on-road, and the first aid kit, I would do all those through Ford Accessories. And if you want the tech package with the bike rack, into your bike rack, again, you need to do that through Ford Accessories and put it in. Same way with the privacy curtain too. So those are things that you will probably want to consider and think about. So there you go. All right, and I would try to limit how many of those DIOs you have, because the lower the better. If you leave some off, it'll get yours scheduled a lot faster, which is always a good idea. And also because if you have, like, let's say you want an on-road assistance kit, you want all these others, well, you have to take off your tech package if you don't want that, or if you want that. So there's just some things to think about, and so you can get a lot of those through Ford Accessories website. Now, if it's something that's a dealer installed option, like the console vault, that is a nice one to install because you don't pay for the install fee on those. So anytime you get a DIO, there's no charge for the install fee. The dealership should not be charging you for that. So that is a way to do that. But some of those that don't require really an install, like the first aid kits and such like that, some of that you might want to leave it off. Or if it's something that you think, it's not that hard to install, like the into your bike rack, then do that yourself as well. So that's just some suggestions there. Now, of course, I'm going to have we're going to talk about our Law McArthur offer. If you don't want to order from us, check out the ordering tips. If you order from your local dealer, check that out. Timestamp is down there. We're going to talk about that. For those that are thinking maybe they want to order from us or like the hero offer, well, here it is. So we are going to be doing invoice pricing on the all the Bronco Sports for this year. And so invoice pricing, if you want to finance the vehicle with us, you're also going to get $1,000 discounts off of that price. And so that is another offer that we have. So those two offers are going on. Those are YouTube specials. So make sure you mention YouTube when you call the dealership or send a request. You can build a price right off of our website. There is one here we've shown you off Ford's website, but our website, you can build it out there, fill that form out, and that's the information we need outside of your address, and we can go ahead and order your vehicle for you. And then give you those two offers. Make sure in there you put in that this I want the YouTube special. And then also what we're doing for everybody, whether you finance a vehicle with us or not, we want to send you the Bronco off-road radios. Ford does as well. So Ford is going to pay for your free registration to Bronco off-road radio for one person. And we want to help with with the cost going there. We think is that important. We think is that awesome. We want all of our customers experiences that buy a Bronco Sport. So we want to help provide some of the cost to get there. So flights, travel expenses, give us receipts. We want to pay for the first $1,000, and hopefully you can get there in less than $1,000. But we want to pay for that, and so it will send us receipts, and we'll take care of those expenses as well. Now, something else to keep in mind, I haven't said this in every video, but if you want a guest to go along, it's $595 for a driving guest if they want to drive the Broncos, and then it's $395 for a non-driving person to go along. Well, if you buy a vehicle, you get Ford Pass points that equal about $200. That can now be used towards off-rodeo registration. So then you can do that with somebody that comes on with you, and that lowers that cost as well. So, and if you're able to fly and do hotels less than $1,000, and you want to use that, and maybe it's about $800, maybe we'll even pay for that registration for that non-driving person, right? If you use your points. So that's something else that we can think about doing too, and offer for you to do. So now let's talk about some ordering tips for you. If you're ordering with us or with your local dealer, make sure you get the pricing in writing. When you order your vehicle, you're going to have an order sheet that you'll need to sign, and that's going to have your MSRP price on there. What you want to do is ask your dealer, what are you going to price it off of that MSRP? Let's see that. They normally will have to have you sign a buyer's order or some sort of thing there that shows that pricing. Make sure that the dealer fees on there. Ours is $495. Make sure that whatever they're going to price it. So like even for us, if we're going to do that, you're asking for the YouTube special, make sure we have that invoice price in there on that. Make sure we have the dealer fee in there. Make sure that's on those sheets too. So we actually, our system automatically does does an etch thing for your doors to help recovery of theft if your vehicle is stolen. That's $199. That'll usually show up as a default on there. Just tell your salesperson, I don't want that. Tim said you can take that off, and make sure that gets taken off on there as well. So that is something you want to make sure other dealers do as well. If they're going to add anything else like that, that you let them find out, is anything else going to be added to this? You hate to wait 3 months, the vehicle comes in, and all of a sudden you have these costs that you weren't planning on because they didn't tell you about. So get all that stuff ahead of time. Also ask them if they know about price protection. So price protection is where Ford will protect the price from what it was when you ordered the vehicle. So as long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, Ford will reimburse the dealership back that difference. So that is a thing, and it's still going on. And there's sometimes some price increases, especially mid-year price increases. So you want to make sure that you get that information, that your dealership knows how to price protect your vehicle, as well as incentive protect. So when you order the vehicle, what the incentives were, you get those incentives. So if there's a low interest rate, there's a rebate, then you get that locked in. Ford can see those. Or if they're better when it comes in, you can take the sale date instead of the protect date, and you get the incentives they are when it comes in. So you can look and see which are better. And the dealership should let you choose what you want on those. It should be able to show you the Smart Vincent incentives and let you choose what you want. So, all right, that's all I have for that. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. That's a wrap up for the 2025 Bronco Sport build and price guides here. Hopefully you guys got some good information from it. And again, hopefully you're excited about the 2025 Bronco Sport. I was real excited to be able to chance to go to the embargoed event, and it was a lot of fun to be able to see this and drive one in person. And I can tell you, if you get a Bronco Sport with this Badlands with the Sasquatch package, you will not be disappointed. So anyway, so that's all I have for you. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you do place an order, come back and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell turned on, so you don't miss any of our videos. And if you order with us or with somebody else, you want to come back to our live stream every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. and check that out as well, because we go over the scheduling information and news updates and everything else like that. And we keep you updated on what's going on with scheduling and production for all the models, including the Bronco Sport. So until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.